Hey guys, Standard VR back with your daily Pokemon battles. We got something kind of cool today. This is a new format, a new meta called Formemons, where basically your Pokemon can come in as their Mega forms, as their altered forms, and free up that item slot. So you can run Megas with items. You can run things like the Primal Kyogre with Primordial Sea and Heavy Duty Boots. You got the Primal Groudon with a Blunder Policy. Super cool set. I did just get this off of the Smogon forums, so we're going to see how it does, how it plays. See if we can get something done here. So both double primals. They do have the Zard, so they got a lot of sun action going on. So if we can get rid of that Primal Groudon, our Kyogre can go kind of hard, except for that Glalie over there. Something to be noted. Let's see, if we lead Diancie, we could get kind of cooked by either of the primals. I am going to go ahead and do it because it is Sash, so a nice Sash lead into this Lottie, which is a speed tie, which is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and get up rocks as they missed ball. Let's see, missed ball. So what do we do here? Could just Diamond Storm. Get some chip. Let's get some chip. I like chip. Cool. Alright. So, to punish Lottie, how do we do that? So I think we go ahead and come in with our... If we bring in Primal Groudon, right? This is going to bait in that Kyogre, correct? Zacian would also bait in Primal Groudon. Let's go Groudon. Alright, and we're just going to throw off a T-Wave here. That's Specs. That's a ton of damage. Alright, here we're just going to throw off a Stone Edge. Alright, we are out of a Groudon. Alright, rough start. We're going to bring in Zacian. And we're just going to pop a sub. So they're not Specs. They're just extremely aggressive. Extremely aggressive. Alright, that Latios kind of tore through a lot of the early team. So let's see if we can get something done. Yeah, there's that Zard. Obviously, this thing is a goober threat. Could Terra. Could Wild Charge. Actually, you know what? Wild Charge probably gets that KO, right? Do you go for a fire move, though? Because I could just come in with Kyogre. I think I just Wild Charge this thing. Yeah. Just get rid of it. I don't need to deal with that. Because now you have to bring in Groudon, correct? Or the Kyogre. You do know I just clicked Wild Charge, correct? I guess they could have... Could they Grass Terra? You know what? Let's go Ray. I want to see what they want to do. They just Water Spout. That is resisted. Alright. They could have Ice Beam, which is a problem. Let's see. If Water Spout did that much, Ice Beam's not going to do that much if I Terra and just Dragon Dance. Nice play. Alright. So they could be Scarfed, which might be why they're feeling very safe here. Yeah, they're definitely Scarfed. Got it. Alright, well GG's. We just lose to Scarf Kyogre. It's just like every other format, guys. You just lose to Scarf Ogre. Balloon Groudon. That's cool. Or just Ice Beam, get some chip. Or, I'm sorry, are they... Do we lose a speed tie, or are they Scarf? I don't know, they're just faster. That's fine. I gotta learn my speed tiers here in these, this format. GG's, let's get another one. Alright, we have Ultra Necrozma coming into this one. Coming in hot. Okay, here's how I want to play this. I want to bait some hazards and then switch in the Diancie. That's what I'm looking at doing. So what I want to do is kind of lead with something that the Rabombi doesn't really fear. So I do think we just lead with the Primal Groudon. I'm going to bait that Sticky Web in, and I'm just going to just ride in the Diancie. Yep. Cool. And now we get our rocks up. Can't stun spore a Diancie, Mega Diancie, my dude. And we're just gonna go ahead and get them all up. Could go ahead and Diamond Storm once just to make sure that we can break Sash on this thing. Yep. Alright, I think Diancie did its job there. And I think, sure, Beast. Come in. I think we just come in with Ray. We just go ahead and E-speed this guy out. Alright, we successfully stopped webs from going up, and they just immediately scooped. Let's get another one. Alright, we have some major threats over there. Got a Mega Blastoise, that's super cool. I actually do really like that. Grimmsnarl can be a pain. Obviously they have their own Diancie, so getting up hazards is going to be kind of dicey. I could see them leading Grimm or Diancie, so I'm actually just going to lead off with this big Zacian. Yeah, they could be the same like Sash set if they really want to be that guy. If they want to get up hazards, that's okay. I do wish I had some kind of hazard removal. It'd be kind of nice, but I don't think it's super pivotal. I'm just going to sub on Arceus Ghost. What do you do, my guy? So I think we Swords Dance here. So we are faster as they just Hex, which doesn't even break the sub. We just Behemoth Blade. Yep. That's the scoop. All right, GG's. Let's get another one. All right, here we go. We got Mega Altaria and Mega Banette. Super cool. This guy, you have to be super concerned about those Prankster Destiny Bonds. It's a major pain. I know Mega Altaria is a big defogger, so that's something to be wary of. Groudon could be interesting, but I do have two fairy types, so actually I do kind of wish this Diancie had Moonblast because they go kind of hard here. Alright, how do we do this? Let's see. Because I don't even have Play Rough on Zacian. You know, let's go big Groudon. There's that Banette. This thing might have Wisp, which doesn't matter because I'm a fire type, because this is Primal Groudon. Something to remember that I forget all the time. I'm gonna Thunder Wave, as they just Poltergeist. That's fine. Get your chip. I'm gonna get mine. So we could Precipice Blades, but they do have the 2-3 no, that's Pixelate, that's not Levitate. Yep. So I think here, let's see, you're Poltergeisting. Just gonna throw off a Stone Edge, which is massive amount of damage. Alright. Let's see. I don't really want to miss, and Precipice Blades does have a slightly higher chance. Yeah, they went for that Pregster D-Bond. No, thank you. I am going to save this Groudon in the back if I can, just to kind of be able to turn off that Kyogre. Even if it's just a sack for one turn, just to kind of, you know, keep that thing from getting out of control after that Scarf Ogre fiasco in game 1. There is the boy. Alright. So, how do we do this, though, without just getting destroyed? I think we go our own Kyogre, because I don't see a whole lot of value in it in this matchup. And I actually am just going to throw off a Thunder. Like, you can switch in that Rayquaza if you want. I'll take the 70% chance to hit. Let's see it. There it is. Yeah. If we get a para, ooh, that is too nice. All right, here, like I said, I don't need this Ogre really for this matchup, so I'm just gonna Ice Beam this guy. Yep, that's a Rayquaza down. I know he came in to stop the fighting, but this Kyogre's just a little bit too angry. There's their Kyogre back. Hi. Obviously, they can Thunder themselves here. But here's where I wanted this Groudon. Yep. So unless you're running Ice Beam, not a whole lot you can do. And I can just throw off a T-Wave into whatever's coming in. Yep. Groudon. This thing is a threat. Obviously, it can do things like... a Scale Shot. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm just going to come in with Diancie. U-turn's good play. Break with Sash. Come in with Kyogre. I should be faster, though. Do I need rocks in this matchup, though, anymore? I don't really think so. So I think I just kind of want to get some chip on this thing, as they are faster, which means that this thing, again, is Scarf. So, to note, they like the Scarf sets in Formemons. So let's see. I think I just Diamond Storm again, just get chip on whatever, if anything wants to come in. Yeah, Koraidon's gonna come in. Not gonna take a lot, but miss. It's never lucky. They could Flame Charge, which is something I want to watch out for, but like, I think I just get out my Stealth Rocks on the para, and we just start setting these spikes. Yep. Just Hazard Stack. CC baby. Cool. Alright. But you're not any faster, so that's all I really care about. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I could go Mewtwo. So if this thing's Scarf, that's really annoying. But yeah, I like Mewtwo here. I think we just throw off a Psy Strike. Yeah. A lot of damage. 38%. Nice. Alright, so you're going to probably Shadow Ball, I would assume. I don't want to sack the Groudon yet. I could just let this Mewtwo go down, and I think I will. They just miss a T-Wave, so... Yep, and there's the scoop. GG's. Let's see where we are at. I think, you know what? Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Because there's some short games so far. Alright, we have a lot of fairy types. A lot of cool mons here. Alright, I don't know what this Alolan Golem does. I know its ability, turns normal type moves into electric type moves, so you have to watch out for like an electric explosion. No weather on their side, which is fine. Mega Gardevoir, not really sure what that thing does, but we're gonna learn today. All right, how we want to start this off? I do think that rocks could go really good into the Salamence and Altaria if they're not boots. I do think I want to just lead off with Diancie. Because they lead Prim, so they're probably going to go some water move here. I think I'm just going to go Groudon. Oh, screens. Okay. I'm just going to throw off a Thunder Wave. No, you can set those screens. You do have one Flying Mon. I don't know what you do from here. So I'm actually going to throw off another Thunder Wave, just trying to catch. Yeah, there's the big boy. Now, what do you, I'm assuming you have Earthquake. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you have Earthquake, but it's not Stab, and I know you're like super strong, but I don't think you actually kill me in one. So you Dragon Dance. Okay. I'm going to Stone Edge. Yeah, you're super fast. As we miss our Stone Edge, never lucky. We do get the +2 speed, though, from the Blunder policy, which is super nice, and we get the absolutely insane crit. All right, this guy's... Is he sturdy or galvanized? What do we think? What are we thinking? I think we just Precipice Blades as their Sash. So they are probably galvanized Sash. We're just going to throw up another Precipice Blades. Primal Groudon is just cooking here. This guy, we're just going to Stone Edge. This guy's probably a threat. And he's Sash. This is like 6 Sash Mons. The big Glaciate Body Slam doesn't do anything to Primal Groudon because this Mon is ridiculous. Great showcase for Primal Groudon. I think we are going to call it there for today. A super fun set of games. It's actually a really fun metagame. I'd like to actually build... a team in this metagame and see what we can really do and climb this ladder because this could be really fun. Please, if you haven't yet, drop a sub on the channel. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers. Super easy goal. Easy to hit. We can do it. Please drop a sub, leave a like, leave a comment, and as always, have a great day. Peace.